Being funny and successfully pulling off bits is difficult. Not everyone can do it. I can only think of a handful of YouTubers who can do this, some of which are Call Me Carson, Swagger Souls, and jschlatt. However, not to undermine the others' abilities, but I think that Schlatt is the best at pulling off bits. I'd even go as far as to call him the master of bits. Why, you may ask? Well, if we think back to SMPLive, the Rochlers he's been on, and random stream bits he's been on, and on his own streams as well, he always manages to bring something unique to the table. Whether it be the Schlatt coin, acting like a devout Catholic, or using the funny mic, he always pulls it off. Let's start off by covering the SMPLive bits. SMPLive had loads of bits, but when we think about the bits Schlatt brought into the server, we think about Schlatt Coin, the Funny Mic, Schlatt and Co., and the dynamic between him and Ant Venom. These were all funny and well known in their own right, with the biggest one arguably being Schlatt Coin, considering its widespread across YouTube and other platforms. For those who aren't familiar, Schlatt Coin was an ICO, or initial coin offering, which as defined by Wikipedia is a type of funding using cryptocurrencies. It is often a form of crowdfunding. However, a private ICO, which does not seek public investment, is also possible. So in layman's terms, it was the server's Bitcoin that players could obtain by giving Schlatt a total of 20 diamonds. With this, Schlatt was able to scam many of the players out of their diamonds, and this in turn resulted in many funny moments, especially those of Connor Eats Pants. On the Mia Malkova Rochlerette, where Schlatt was present, he acted like a devout Catholic. This convinced all of the other participants, with the exception of Raj and Carson, that he was devoted to the church and would never do anything to disrespect it. The irony here being that Mia Malkova is a well-known porn star, and that just wouldn't fit with Schlatt's character here. He never broke character, which showed his dedication to the bit all the way until the end when he was finally eliminated. Schlatt's bit gave the episode a sense of uniqueness that, had it not been a thing, the episode's entertainment factor would have certainly been brought down a notch or two. Recently, Schlatt appeared on Just the Mink's stream alongside Wilbur Soot and Nikki Orniachu. During the stream, Schlatt and Wilbur talked about Hot Pockets for a period of about 15 or 20 minutes. As the minutes went on, their voices would get progressively quieter, and as the conversation kept going, Minx was visibly getting more annoyed, while Nikki just stayed quiet. I mean, like, you've literally got a video on YouTube of the stream clip called Wilbur and Schlatt ASMR talk about Hot Pockets, while Minx is going insane and Nikki is overwhelmed. What an excellent title that perfectly encapsulates the video's vibe. And I mean, hell, even Wilbur made a video on it titled Schlatt and Wilbur talk about Hot Pockets for 15 minutes. And it's just so perfectly edited. The visuals, the text, the music, it's all so beautifully put together. I reached out to a couple of Schlatt's friends, mutuals, and fans to get their opinions on the bits he does, and here's what they had to say.
What do I think of his bits? Personally, I find them really entertaining. Schlatt has been able to surround himself with other people and content creators who he's able to play off and bounce ideas off, and I think that chemistry he has with them certainly helps cement the bits. Also, as someone who's edited for him in the past, I can say that he's very good at keeping an audience engaged. He's always fairly consistent, and I think part of the reason why the bits work as well as they do is that he really commits to them. It's not often that you'll see him break character.
Schlatt's best mainstream bit is for sure Funny Mic. It was so funny that other streamers did it too, and I don't think it really gets old. I think scuffed audio in general is always funny, so it's kind of a concentrated form of that. My actual favorite is the massage gun. It's quite rare and pretty new, but basically he just massages himself till he starts screaming. Every time he does it, I laugh, so I think it's his best.
It's incredible that a creator can play Wii games right now. At the time of recording this, the videos he's uploading are Wii games that are years old, but he can still create them and his fan base wants to see them. A bit that obviously always stays is being loud, obnoxious, and almost soothing at the same time. The way he talks, the way he pronunciates his words, the way he articulates the words as well. It's loud without being obnoxious, and That's another one of his original bits. He has a lot of newer bits that go along with it, like with the Wii games. He's fighting the lords of the Wii, and that's something as a community we want to see him succeed in.
Schlatt's personality has been pretty noticeable ever since he was a small channel. Like, I remember talking with a guy here and there while he still had around 3K subscribers, 3.5. And these great one-off videos for obscure games like Sub Rosa and Open TTD that I love watching over and over. Even as early as 2018, Schlatt had already developed this style of setting up a story at the beginning of his old gameplays and then sticking to it for the entire video. He never just made a half-assed compilation of funny gaming moments. There was a distinct comedic narrative that let anyone enjoy his videos without prior knowledge of whatever game he's playing. It's honestly no surprise how well this distinct style translated to his Twitch career. All he had to do then was learn how to improvise while live streaming, and he was golden. Even though both of our channels are like wildly different in the YouTube space, I always look up to Schlatt's consistent comedy whenever I make my own videos, and chances are so do a lot of other creators. Once the guy sets up a character for himself, he sticks to it no matter what. And that's what makes his bits so good.
I think jschlatt's one of the funniest devoted Catholics I've ever seen. I first heard about him through Tobuscus's Sideburn song when he was featured in it.
jschlatt is a master of bits. Whether it's Dick and Balls, his many nicknames, the Cuckshed, or many more, the inventor of loud equals funny is just that. Flat out funny. No matter what bit it is that Mr. James Schlatt Charles himself does, it never ceases to make me or any of my friends laugh. My favorite has to be the classic funny mic. It just never gets old.
Thank you to all the lads who took part in the video. I very much appreciate them. Their links will be on the screen right now as well as in the description down below. But besides that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.